A lot of you who follow my content regularly know that I talk about the Matrix movie a lot as a really lovely example of the journey of the spiritual warrior. And there's a part of the movie where Neo faces the Smith and he actually gets shot by the Smith and dies. And Trinity, who's right next to him, whispers loudly into his ear, "Get up." And he does. His heart starts beating again. He inhales and he gets back to fighting the Smith. But this time as a new paradigm of himself, a new step in his evolution. This is echoed in the ancient Egyptian mystery story of Isis and Horus. Horus, the son of Isis, has to fight his evil uncle Set for years and years, and at one point Set blinds Horus and it disables Horus. He can't fight anymore. His mother Isis comes to him, restores his vision with her magic, and says to him, "Get up, take your sword, take your shield, and fight." And he does. In the ancient Norse mystery stories, the most feminine, magnetic AF aspect of the spiritual warrior, the Valkyrie self, okay, this is our inner feminine power, calls our inner masculine power, our inner warrior, to the battlefield of our own egoic refinement, okay? This mission, this conscious mission, this unavoidable, powerful calling in us activates our masculine warrior type self to go to that battlefield, face our fears, and fight and destroy an old self, an outdated self, a small self that we had to build up that was in a lot of ways inauthentic. Sometimes this is unhealthy or dysfunctional ways of relating to self and others, and unhealthy paradigms and unhealthy belief systems that we had to develop because we had to survive stuff as a child or as a young person, okay? We had to wall off, we had to numb out, we had to tell ourselves we had to stay small. This refinement process of breaking down these fears, these limitations, limiting beliefs, I should say, and these old unhealthy ways of relating to self and others is the crux of the spiritual challenge, what the spiritual warrior has to face. And the whole while, the Valkyrie aspect of ourself, the most powerful, dark, magnetic, magical, feminine part of ourself, is always with the masculine warrior, mission-driven, okay, called to action part of ourself, that when that ego death occurs and that masculine warrior is down on his knees, okay, in our soul's journey and cannot get up and is totally disabled internally, the inner feminine is right there to